Hello, 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 everyone, and welcome to Infinite Ascension 7-9. This is KameshaDivine. Today we're going to dive deep. This may be sort of a lengthy video, but I want to go in depth on some subjects. Brace yourself. I'm not a light and fluffy reader all the time. I let Spirit lead me on what messages need to come through. So if I'm not putting out a lot of love messages, it's because I am channeling some pretty serious energy right now. First of all, I would like to call in the Most High. I ask you that you would send your angels to protect us. I ask that you would put a hedge of protection over us and our children. I ask that you would put a hedge of protection over our veterans. And I ask that you would help me to be a vessel to convey messages to the masses. Help me to hear your voice, speak to me clearly and through me clearly. Okay, let's get this party started. Okay, for those of you that don't know, sometimes when I channel, I speak in other native tongues. I have not found out what these are yet. So if any of these languages do resonate with you, go ahead if you feel so led to put it in the comment section below. I love to hear feedback. I just ask that you keep this a community of positive vibes and that we stay respectful of each other's comments and each other's opinion, okay? All right, so let's get into it. This is the second time I tried to just do a meditation for myself. And when the cards came out, the Divine told me last time to record it. So I recorded, I set up all the cards and recorded the video for that. There are messages that the masses need to hear right now. And with my spiritual gifts, this is kind of an experiment for me. So I want to just dive as deep as we can, as long as Spirit will allow us to clear up some of this energy, maybe clear up some of the confusion around you. So like I said, we're going to be using my self-made deck. I already pre-pulled some cards first, but we're going to go back through here and get some more cards from here. And we're also going to clarify whatever ones Spirit leads me to clarify, okay? In this deck, we have channeled messages that I spent time in meditation, and these were the messages that I got from the Divine. We also have zodiac signs in this, and we have names from A to Z, okay? Those are channeled names from A to Z. So first off, you could be dealing with a Capricorn, birthday December 22nd through January 19, if you do not know. With this Capricorn, if they made you wait for a decision, if they made you wait for them to make a decision about being with you, they now regret it. Right off the bat, I'm getting you could have started a relationship with someone. And by relationship, I don't mean you guys made it official. You guys could have sort of been, on again, off again, sort of friends with benefits type of situation. You guys started, or so you thought, turning that into a friendship. The connection between the two of you is something that neither one of you experienced before, and it allowed you both to tap into your psychic abilities, connect with your body. Psychic abilities are being transferred and translated through your body. The more you connect with your physical body, the better you can reinforce the connection between you and the spirit world. So what I'm getting is, with this situation, with this maybe Capricorn here, it doesn't have to be. It's just energy, the energy of Capricorn. Okay, you could have it somewhere in your birth chart. They were making you wait for a decision. You may have been there for this person in a friendship capacity. You let it be known already that you were willing to take this relationship to the next level, and up until this point, they have still chosen to stay single. And you have not brought the topic up in a while, but they're starting to see your social media. They are starting to be a witness to all the attention that you are getting, and it's causing this person some frustration, and they're kind of kicking themselves, saying that they should have made a decision earlier. And now you're at the point where you don't know if you can trust this person. You don't know if the things that they have not admitted to, or the things that they have done behind your back, are too much for you to come back from after them making you wait, as well as things being pretty one-sided. Okay, so yeah, let's see what else we have. We have to seek within thyself is to know wisdom. Many claim to be wise, and God will show them to be a fool, and elevate the one who the world deems as a fool to be the high priest. I'll start off by saying this. I don't know why God chose me. And then again, I do know why God chose me. I will say, I didn't deserve to be chosen. I have made a lot of mistakes in life. I have battled a lot of things in life, and I did not feel worthy of being a messenger for God. And when I started going through my ascension symptoms and going through the dark night of the soul, I thought I was a bad person. I thought I was disposable. I went through a period of time, because this is what I need you guys to understand. Don't let anyone create your world, because if they do, they will create it too small. I allowed people to dictate how I felt about myself. And if I wasn't feeling accepted by people, I thought there was something wrong with me. And I went through a lot of self-esteem issues, so I had to do a lot of self-affirmations and speaking to myself. And I'm telling you, I sit here by myself and conversate out loud. Me and my spirit guides be hashing it out. Sometimes you have to just let that allow yourself to feel everything within you and become one with yourself, okay? When you become one with yourself, it's through a lot of prayer. It's through being brutally honest with yourself about your weaknesses, and understanding what it's going to take to turn those weaknesses into strength. Like for me, when I went through my relapse, I felt a lot of shame. I felt like I was just a big disappointment, that I was a failure. And the divine came down, and I had to ask him firsthand, God, if you are real, I need you to show up and show out in my life, because right now I'm not feeling like you hear me. I'm not even feeling like there is a God. And I was straight up with him. And you know what God did? He came down and put his hands on me, and we had a conversation. Do you really want to go? Do you really want to go and be done? Or do you want to go back to earth, and do you want to finish raising your children so that you can create generational wealth for them and your descendants after them? And I told him I want to come back. And he said, if you go back, I'm going to ask more of you. And you have to be willing to do that. And so I said, Lord, whatever it is, as long as you're with me, as long as I can talk to you, I'm going to do it. That's why I fear no man. That's why I fear no entity, no demon, no devil, no narcissist, no bully, no politician, no president, no nothing. I fear no one. I was put on this earth for a reason, and the powers that be that have been getting in my way, you're going to understand that you are not the supreme beings if you do not get out of my way. And that is not a threat from me. That is a warning to you from the divine. Okay? All right. So let's keep going. And I pulled out so many name cards, it wasn't even funny. So we're going to start off. The first letter we got for names is Q. And we have Quay, Quavion, Quavo, Cortez, Kwame, Quentin, Queenie, and Quincy. Those names could be important to you. We will clarify these cards, okay? We have Isis, Indris, Ida, Ida May, Ela, Isla, Inthava. Then we have P names. We have Precious, Penny, Penelope, Postma, Postman, Petra, Pat, Patrick, Peter, Preston, Proctor, Persephone, Portia, Patterson, Portman, Patricia, Paddington, Percival, Percy, Pegasus, Powell, and Passion. So those names could be of some importance. Then we have N names. We have Nancy, Nora, Nathaniel, Noriega, Nina, Nico, Nipsey, Nico, Nala, Nemo, Nova, Nashville, Neba, Nolan, Nasir, Nung, Ning, Nang, Noi, Nate, Nefertiti, Nefertiri, and Natalie. Okay. Then we have W. We have William, Washington, Waylon, Wally, Wilson, Warren, Willie, Walter, Winston, and White. Those are our W names. And then we have B names. Barbara, Bethany, Becca, Barry, Benjamin, Bradley, Buck, Bucky, Brandon, Brown, Braden, Boris, Brenda, Berta, Beatrice, and Brittany. Okay. And then we pulled the wounded masculine or karmic masculine. And these are the character traits of a wounded masculine. Overly competitive, not just with the people around him or in his family, but also competitive with his partner. Abusive, unstable, controlling, aggressive, withdraws, possessive, intimidating, defensive, insecure, codependent, and egotistical. After dealing with this wounded masculine, it took a lot for you to mend yourself together, and you had to do it all by yourself, all alone. That was when you went through that dark night of the soul. That is when you face every demon that you ever put out there. I had to face my karma, and it wasn't a pleasant sight. It wasn't a pretty sight. And it allowed me to view my life in another perspective and ask myself, do I want to stay going in this direction, or do I want to move in a direction that is more conducive to actually getting to my destination? The goal that I have is to always stay in alignment with what the divine has me here for, okay? But after being with this wounded masculine, you cried some real tears. I know From my experience of dealing with a wounded masculine, it took a lot for me to unlearn some things that I had learned in being in that toxic relationship. And it is not for the faint of heart. When I chose to part ways with my abuser, I won't call him my abuser because I don't know if that's who he is this day, but what I will say is the person I was formerly with, that really broke me as a person. Sometimes the mental abuse hurt worse than the physical abuse, and left me in tears many a nights trying to figure out what was wrong with me, that I couldn't keep my relationship intact. What was wrong with me? What was wrong with me? And God showed me what was wrong with me. There were things, yes, that I needed to work on, but it did not merit the abuse that I was getting. Okay? After doing a lot of research, I understand that he was a narcissist. He dealt with some very, very traumatic things in his childhood that it is not my place to voice on, but it left him a very wounded and broken man. And that little boy inside him was not able to flourish and grow. And so he took a lot of his anger out on me and did a lot of projection onto me and a lot of criticism onto me, and in order to maintain a certain level of control, especially when I would do things like, say, if I was taking a class or something and I aced my test and come home and I was excited about it. And look, I aced my test. And he's like, yeah, so what? I know you can do it. You know, it's never congratulations, I'm proud of you, or things like that. Why are you surprised? You know, they try to downplay the milestones in your life, especially if they are not a part of whatever it is that you are endeavoring to do, okay? They will compare with you, and if they see that you are getting too confident, they will do something, say something, start an argument to make sure that they bring you down to size. That's what pole pins do, build them up to tear them down, that weird whack-ass shit they came up with years ago. But in this relationship, your pure heart crying out in prayer opened a portal to ancient deities and the ascended masters to wage war on anyone who opposes what I came to do. That's a warning if I ever heard one. All right, let's clarify with my mixed deck. This is Past Life Oracle deck, and I always forget the name of the other deck, and I don't have the box for it anymore. I'll look it up this week, see if I can find it. What's this Capricorn? What's this Capricorn? The devil in the tarot deck stands for Capricorn. You could be dealing with someone who's obsessive, very toxic. I'm getting a feminine energy who has been watching you. We have phobia. She has a phobia that she knows the masculine that she's with. And I'm getting, that she knows that the masculine that she is with is not in love with her. And she knows that the masculine that she is with loves someone else. And her biggest phobia is that he's going to leave and go back to this person. She felt like she won. The competition. She felt when you and your partner parted ways and those two linked up, she thought it was a possibility for union. and we have Skybridge here. What I'm getting from this is that this was more of a financial situation, more of a financial agreement of some sort. They thought it was going to be their road to greatness, but what they're now finding out is whatever that they did to try to keep this person, which was, kind of finessed them, bought them clothes, bought them a car, things like that. The only reason she wants this person around is because of the benefits that come along with him. She's not really in love with him, and he knows that. So they've just had this arrangement, this money arrangement that you know nothing about. That information will soon be coming to the light. So brace yourself. This may piss you off, but I'm not getting that it will. I'm getting you're pretty unbothered by the whole situation. Okay? What's this if they make you wait for them to make a decision? If they made you wait for them to make a decision about being with you, they now regret it. What is this? We have love life. And then we have lessons and blessings. Pull one more. Okay. And then we have stranger, curiosity. Okay. I'm going to break it down for you real quick. Okay. So what I'm getting is there was a Capricorn feminine who was scared of your glow up and your comeback because she does not want to lose out on this masculine. She feels like you may have the upper hand, being able to one-up her, but you're not even thinking about this dude. You're not in competition with her. He is the furthest thing from your mind. You know what, women? If you have someone else's man, keep him. Go on and be happy. It's really, really weird, and it's really, really toxic when both the masculine and his feminine are both obsessed with his ex. You guys need to rethink what you're doing if your ex is the topic of conversation on a daily basis with you and your new partner. Counseling, therapy, you might want to give that a try. Okay, so again, if they made you wait for a decision, they now regret it. Because in this love life, now they have a lesson to learn. They could have had a blessing in love, but they have now just a lesson in their love life because they chose to ghost you. And now they are a stranger to you. They don't know who you are, and it's piquing this person's curiosity. They want to know what you're up to. They want to know how much you know. They want to know how accurate you are. They're going to soon find out. Okay. All right. What's this connecting? No, we're not going to do that. That's just advice. Let's get to the names. What's going on with these names here? What's going on with these names? Okay. We use the buzzworthy deck for the names. What's this Q names? We have Quay, Quavion, Quavo, Cortez, Kwame, Quentin, Queenie, and Quincy for Q names. What do you have for spirit? For Q names, spirit. Q names. too many. Alright, take the top two. Okay, so we have fun-shaped nuggets. What I'm getting here for these Q names, again, Quincy, Quavion, Quavo, Cortez, Kwame, Quentin, Queenie, and Quincy, you could have been dealing with a situation with someone who lacked maturity. This is someone you always tried to get on one accord with. You are attracted to this person. You really like this person, but the maturity level that you need to stimulate you, this person has not obtained that level of maturity yet. I'm also getting you could have been bullied by one of these people with these Q names. A person that likes to throw their weight around, be the biggest person in the room, think they know everything, like to put you down, to make you feel small, because they don't want you feeling or even to have a notion that you are more powerful than them. For some reason, their mind can't grasp hold of it. You remind this person of their mother, the abuser. And that's why it was so easy for that person to treat you the way that they treat you, because they saw a lot of the qualities of, being able to take care of the home and things like that, take care of the kids. But he didn't like your level of independence. He was used to women that he was able to think for, that didn't question him about what he was doing, where he was going, or anything like that. But when he got with you, you demanded a certain level of accountability. And that didn't sit right with him, especially since he was older than you. He thought you would be an easy target to be malleable and him be able to manipulate you. He saw you as a meal ticket. He knew who you were before you knew who you were. You were plotted and preyed on for money. He came into this connection for money. He extorted you for money. He gave the money that he was getting from a situation that I'm getting illegal documents that may have been in your name, but he was getting the money from you being the source, and he was providing for his child's other mother, is what I'm getting. What is this? I names: Isis, Indris, Ida, Ida May, Ela, Isla, and Inthava. We have baboon, and we have crazy patterns. So what I'm getting is someone could have seen you on the internet. I'm also getting, and I'm sorry if this happened to you and you were embarrassed by it, someone could have put pictures of you, some inappropriate pictures of you online. They might have found some pictures or videos of you in someone's phone, and it may have ignited a rage in one of these women, and this sent out shockwaves around the community when it came to this situation. What I'm getting is that the town is going crazy with gossip right now because they saw what happened to you. Some of them were involved. Most of them from your hometown were involved. But whatever they saw on TV or whatever they saw on the dark web concerning you has the whole town going crazy right now. They can't keep your name out of their mouth. Okay? What do we have for P names? Precious, Penelope, Penny, Postman, Patrick, Peter, Persephone, Postma, Portia, Patterson, Portman, Percival, Percy, Pegasus, Powell, and Passion. Let's clarify those. All right. So first we have tornado. What I'm getting is there's utter chaos in a situation that you left. There is utter fucking chaos in this situation. People are running around like chicken with their head cut off because they don't know what to do. They don't know what the next move is. They can't calculate the next move. And it's really pissing these people off and got them unnerved. Yeah, because while you were hurting and these people were getting paid to be a stumbling block for you so that they can go and to the mall and, you know, buy new wardrobe, new flashy things and parade it in your face, and nobody offer you a helping hand at all. All it was about was them getting more money, more greed, more material things that they cannot take with them. No one is working on their inner self. And because no one is working on their inner self, God is going to send a storm. And I don't mean just a storm in the weather, which that could happen too. But God is going to send a storm, a spiritual storm, to break down these systems that allow people to get paid to be a detriment to others. And they're getting paid by the government to keep the chosen ones trapped. But what they didn't expect was for you to heal. What's these N names? Nancy, Nora, Nathaniel, Noré, Noriega, Nina, Nico, Nipsey, Nico, Nala, Nemo, Nova, Nashville, Neba, Nolan, Nasir, Nung, Ning, Nang, Noi, Nate, Nefertiti, Nefertiri, and Natalie. These names may mean something to you. What did I just say? That God was going to send a storm. Did I not just say that? I'm telling you, the cards don't lie. There's a storm coming for those people that wanted to keep operating in darkness instead of stepping out of darkness and coming into the light and being an upstanding person, getting their own dreams and goals fulfilled. These people spent so much time on focusing on you when they had an opportunity to turn that energy inward, and they could have been able to keep their abundance because they nurtured their own spiritual gifts. They nurtured their own gifts even in the 3D. But they chose not to do that. They thought that they could just ride your coattails and that you wouldn't say anything about it. Oh boy, it's a joke on them. I'm going to see in a minute. Okay, what's this W? We have William, Washington, Waylon, Wally, Wilson, Warren, Willie, Walter, Winston, and White. What's with we have Shark, and we have Buffalo. Or bison. And then we have squirrel. Okay. So first off, what I'm getting is you could have met someone, like I said, and you thought it was more of a casual thing. He was just a squirrel trying to get a nut. And then You didn't know if this person was for you or against you. You didn't know if he was a shark. You didn't know if he was really for your highest good, because it seemed like pretty one-sided. And you were trying to figure out, was it just lust? Is this person really trying to hurt you? But with this bison here, is this person, bison to me stands for wisdom, ancient knowledge, previous lifetimes. This person is wise beyond his years. And the reason that you couldn't figure him out is because he's so aloof. Very quiet, very mysterious, very patient, very calculated. This person actually has a great deal of affection for you. They are just wanting to move in a manner that is honorable. This is not a type of man that just flies by the seat of his pants and doesn't care about his reputation. He cares deeply about his reputation. He's a very traditional person, and he wants to make things right with you. But he's not sure. He looks at you like you're a shark. He's more scared of you than you are of him. Trust me. Okay. All right. What are these B names? We have Barbara, Bethany, Becca, Barry, Benjamin, Bradley, Buck, Bucky, Brandon, Brown, Braden, Boris, Brenda, Berta, Beatrice, and Brittany. What are these B names? What are these B names? Okay. So, we have passing notes. We have sand, the hourglass. And we have shadow. And what this is you could have been in a situation where you had to really face your shadow side. And what I mean by shadow side is anything that does not serve your highest good. Like for me, I'll use me as an example. When I had to face my shadow side and say, look, bitch, you need to go to rehab. You need to get your whole life together. You need to make sure that you're taking care of yourself. You need to make sure that you're changing your friend groups and that you're changing the people, places, and things so you stop doing the same things over and over again. That's facing your shadow side. Being able to have those real, raw, and uncut conversations with yourself. And when you do that, it's easy for you to hear constructive criticism because you've already accepted the things in yourself that you need to change and you're working on them, or you've already worked on it and it's no longer a problem. The time has come for people to start facing their shadow side and start looking at those things that make you why you are the way that you are. It's time to start looking inward, and the reason that you kicked in gear and started facing your shadow side with the passing notes, there was a lot of gossip about you. A lot of gossip about, like, I'll use me for an example. Like, when I noticed people were talking about me and that other people were able to know my addiction, it was obvious to them. That made me take a step back and say, I got to do something about this. Okay? It's not easy facing your shadow side. There's going to be some tears, lots of tears if you're doing it right. But once you're able to address those issues and learn from those previous situations that you were in, don't worry about your mistakes. Mistakes are only an opportunity for us to learn something new. And as long as we learned from the mistake that we made, now it's a lesson, okay? So don't be too hard on yourself. What's with this wounded masculine? What's with this wounded masculine or karmic masculine? Remember, his description is overly competitive, abusive, unstable, controlling, aggressive, withdraws, possessive, intimidating, defensive, insecure, codependent, and egotistical. Here we got the peaches. That's 3 confirmations. So we have the peaches here. You know what that stands for. Ass. Now make that motherfucker hammer time. Whoa. No, I was playing. But peaches. Fell right over on the wounded masculine. You could be dealing with someone named Peaches. You could like Peaches. You could just like ass. But what I'm getting for this peach, they're saying draw another one. Okay, we have alpaca. Okay, I think I'm getting this one. So what I'm getting is this. This is going to sound weird. When you left your masculine, I'm not calling him a divine masculine. I'm going to say masculine. When you left this wounded masculine, he thought he would have no problem getting over you. He would find a new ass, find a new group of friends. But when he found this new group of friends, he had this bright idea to send all these men towards his woman so that he could catch her in uncompromising situations and so he could put her on display as a fool. He wanted to slut shame her. He wanted to embarrass her. He wanted to back her into a corner. He wanted to play snake games. He wanted to put you in a raffle so that these friends could come in your life, and if you took a liking to them, he would have them play you because he wanted to play snake games. He did not want anyone to be with you. He did not want you to be happy with anyone else. He didn't think that you would be with anyone else. He honestly thought that you were going to sit around and wait on him. And when he didn't come, he actually thought that you were going to leave your throne to go find him and bring him back home. A fool delights in a blissful ignorance, ignoring sound judgment. That's why they're fun wandering and pondering. Yeah, that's a fool's delight right there. But what he didn't expect was that every person that he sent to you fell in love with you. So that gave him a bigger problem on his hands. Because once they realized the type of treatment that he was able to instill on you, who did nothing to him but tried to love him, he created competition for himself. And now he's mad. Karma's a bitch. What is this? Your pure heart opened in prayer, or your pure heart crying out in prayer opened a portal to the ancient deities and ascended masters to wage war on anyone who opposes what it is you came to this earth to do. I'm going to get one of these from my mixed deck for this one. Okay, here we go. So what I'm getting is with this Asia and ships, with Asia, I'm also getting China off of this. Someone was waiting for their ships to come in, their financial ships to come in. And they're pretty disappointed to find out that there's an empty well, that they're not going to be getting the money they thought they were going to be getting from the situation that they were in. Because the information that they were getting was unlawfully attained, first of all. Not only was it unlawfully attained, but by this person being a mandated reporter, if she knew anything about this nonsense and how this community set you up, she's going to prison too, because she's a mandated reporter and she chose not to report it. Okay? This Asia, I don't know if that's a name, or like I said, I'm getting China. Yeah, this empty well is going to be for this this situation here. She's going to have to answer to the authority figures. She's going to have to answer for her role in whatever position she played in this corrupt scheme against you. If she had knowledge of anything, she is an accomplice and she is going to prison as well. Okay? Let's see here. What is this to seek within? Is to know thyself. Or to seek within is to know thyself. And to know thyself is wisdom. Many will claim to be wise, and God will show them to be a fool, and will elevate the one in the world who has been deemed a fool, a high priest. Okay, so I'm going to go deep with you guys on this one. There are a lot of false prophets out here that claim to be religious and claim to talk to God, but they are out here doing things that are contrary to what their religion says. That is why I have trouble with going to church, because it seems very narcissistic to me. To have someone, especially Pentecostal church, black churches, oh my God, they be going ham spam. I kind of like the charismatic church where they teach you the word, but they don't preach you the word. You know what I'm saying? Like, I like to have fun and praise during praise and worship services, but when it comes to all that yelling and, there's some preachers that talk down to you like you're a second-class citizen. I don't rock with that. I can't do it. I'd rather spend time at home with the divine alone than go to some of these churches out here, yeah. Let's see. Do you want to give us anything else, Spirit? Do you want to give us anything else? Okay. So we have pillar of light. Your vibration is rising. You are the oracle. There are many people who made fun of you and doubted your gifts. They laughed and joked and just knew you were going to be the laughing stock. And what they didn't understand is that, just like I did, I used people as a social experiment. I sat back and observed people my whole life in silence, just observed people. And I was able to see how people operate, and I was able to memorize body language and to be able to sometimes read people's lips from afar. And sometimes the things that you can learn from being silent um, is phenomenal, actually. Um, it gives you an opportunity to stay aloof and to not ruffle any feathers before it's time, which is why I kept my YouTube or my Facebook at about 200 friends. That's because I knew every last one of them. I had a Facebook page of like 1,000, some odd, 1,000, 2,000 followers before that, but I closed it. I closed it down and I lost access to it. So I started a new Facebook, but on this Facebook, I only put my friends and family, people who I knew personally. I just wanted to see the support that I would get. Crickets. I got nothing. Nothing from my friends, nothing from my family, and I did that for a whole year. And I did that on purpose. So, when I come into my generational wealth for me and my children, I don't want nobody asking me for nothing. Nobody reached out. Nobody came to find me. No one came to ask and see if I was okay. They don't like the fact that you are the oracle. They don't like the fact that you have these God-given abilities. They don't like the fact that you are confident. They don't like the fact that you were able to break down systems and you were able to basically figure out your own case. They don't like it. They don't like, especially, that they have to pay up. Yeah, you have to pay up. Okay. We'll pull a couple more of these, and I won't clarify all of them. Where are we at? 51? Okay. We have clear quartz here. Clear stone that promotes manifestation and intention. That might be a crystal you want to meditate with. Spiritual gifts. You may have the gift of automatic writing. If you don't know what automatic writing is, it is... I'll put it on another video. I did it on one other video, but automatic writing is pretty much when you take your hand and you just allow your arm to be kind of limp and allow the spirit to allow the spirit to move your hand. And for me, when I do automatic writing, this is what it looks like. This is what it looks like. This is my automatic writing. And like I said, I don't know what I'm writing. It's just like this, allowing the divine to use my hand and just write. I could show you a little bit. Okay? So, now, that's some automatic writing I just did. Now, like I said, I am just now tapping into some of my gifts. I am in no way an expert. I'm trying to figure out what direction I want to go as far as furthering my education. I'm attracted to many different things in life, but it'll probably be more than likely communications. I'll take this one out of there. This says, I love you the moment I laid eyes on you. Could have a love interest coming in here. Okay. This one says, a paradigm shift is on the horizon. A paradigm is nothing more than a multitude of habits. It's a collection of beliefs that are held by a group of people. Example, white supremacy. The crumbling of the matrix is happening right now. Then we have, your aunt made an agreement with your grandmother to keep quiet about your inheritance, to see who would do the right thing, if not promised a reward. The name Fairbanks could be important to you. Spirit. You need to love this person from a distance, it's saying. This person may have loved you from the first moment they laid eyes on you, but it's saying you need to love this person from a distance right now. I'm getting that you may feel some sort of way about this connection. You probably were having very strong feelings for this connection at first, but things started to have too many holes in this story. They weren't adding up to you. The math wasn't mathing. Look right here. It's saying stand firm on your boundaries you have to set with people who have abused the time that you gave them. This is the Most High coming down and saying you gave this person enough time. They chose to embark on another situation instead of taking the time to get to know you and invest in you, but they wanted the benefits of knowing you. You have to know when to recognize your worth. Sometimes we can't see the forest through the trees. When you're in the middle of something, it's very hard for you to see what is happening, and sometimes it takes from a person from the outside looking in to point things out to you, or give you an alternate perception of what they see. Okay, and make sure you have people that you trust around you. Some people will tell you the wrong thing about a person. Number one, because they don't want you to have that person because they want them, or they don't want you to have that person because they know you're going to boss up and they're a hater. You were chosen to help raise the vibration of the earth. Your cry was a siren to the galactical ancestors, and they are watching. So we could be talking to some chosen ones, some star seeds. Ancient deities are afoot. We are thoroughly and utterly surrounded by these star galactical beings. And they are just here to show that white supremacy is a myth. They are here to break down the confines of the walls and barriers that the powers that be tried to set up for us. You are part of a royal bloodline. Your blood is rare, proof that you are not of this world. Like I said, I know the government's been following me since I was a child. And I know that they made it hard for me after 2011 when I turned on the Illuminati and raged war on the wrong one. I said no because I wanted to keep my moral compass. I said no because I did not want my children to grow up in the industry and them be tainted by these sick motherfuckers in this music industry and the sick motherfuckers that are in politics, because most of them are pedophiles, most of them are corrupt, most of them have blood on their hands, and most of them have laundered money and are committed crimes. But the boys in blue, they support each other. They don't say anything about each other's business. So that way, they stay rich and the poor stay poor. Anything else, Spirit? Anything else? We have C names. Calvin, Cameron, Candace, Cassandra, Candy, Cordell, Cunningham, Casper, Corwin, Candy, Corwell, Craig, Carol, Carolyn, Caroline, Chris, Christopher, Cornisha, Carol, and Krishaya. Let's clarify these names and we'll be done. All of these people are shocked at your transformation. They left you for dead. They thought you wouldn't amount to anything. They thought you were a poolet. They thought you were a sissy. They thought they could back you in a corner, bully you, talk shit about you, steal from you, basically play in your face. And you're not having it anymore. You've found your voice. You're going to remain humble, but able to use your voice. We have Peacock. Right now is your time to shine. Embrace your beauty. This newfound glow up that you have, you're going to be attracting a lot of attention, a lot of new suitors. Be sure that you are making the right decisions and that you are respectful and that you keep your moral values first. Change the way that you've approached relationship in the past. Give them some time to get to know you as a person. Don't lead with a physical relationship, okay? Okay, last two. All right. This was for the C names. Calvin, Cameron, Candace, Cassandra, Candy, Cordell, Cunningham, Casper, Corwin, Cornelius, Candy, Corwell, Craig, Caroline, Chris, Christopher, Crishea, Cornisha, and Carol. So, there could have been some people with these C names that tried to hide evidence. They tried to hide the evidence of the evidence they had on you. So basically, these C names were stalking you. They have put cameras in your home. They have been able to hear everything that happens in your home since the time that they left. They tried to delete all evidence because it would have left a paper trail of receipts for them to have to answer to the authorities when they come knocking on their door regarding the gang stalking situation. Even though they deleted off their phone, it's still in the cloud. So the proper authorities already have the information that they need for this situation to come to a head and ultimately come to an end. It's been a long road for everyone. I know every week we are tired of hearing divine masculine and divine feminine and how the masculine is not respecting divine feminine, and I'm so far beyond people allowing themselves to be used by other people. I want to start I can't wait to be in a position where I can help women and young girls see their value so that they don't try to find it in a man. They don't try to immerse themselves into investing umpteen hours in a system trying to support or trying to invest in the matrix. This thing needs to stop. This machine needs to stop, and it needs to a full overhaul. We need to go in our justice system and sweep that motherfucker like they raid our black communities whenever they feel like they want to make a drug bust because they're running out over at the precinct. Don't think we don't know about some of y'all. There's absolutely no way all those people, all those white people got into the Congress building and were able to walk around and parade around like they own the place. But when we go and peacefully rally, when we go and peacefully sing, and we go and peacefully make a silent statement of just our black roots coming and asking for the same justice, the same freedom that we see our fellow white people, why doesn't our freedom look like theirs? When we go peacefully march in front of a Congress building or in front of the White House, do you know how many armed National Guards are there? Do you know how many of us would have been shot down, hosed down, or hit with rubber bullets or gas bombs in the street if that was us? Something's wrong, America. And we're not going to keep standing around to watch the bullshit. We deserve to be in this land more than you. We allowed thieves, murderers to create our laws, and we actually follow them. Make it make sense. I will be at the White House. I will be at the Congress building. I will be at the Pentagon. Because before I die, all snakes will be out of politics. If I have to waste my last dying breath on it, bank on that. Sorry, I'm not one of those fluffy readers. I'm trying to get shit done and taken care of. Because right now, you guys are interrupting my progress and the destiny that the Most High brought me down here to do. Move out of my way. Respectfully, humbly. Thank you so much. This was, I wanted to see, it was probably going to be about an hour or so. If you like what you saw in this video, please hit the like, share, and subscribe button. If you want your computer to ding and say, hey, she got some new stuff out, please hit that notification bell. You'll be updated on any of my most recent content. Many thanks for your time, people. Namaste.